Hello everybody, it's your boy Sen Pineapple, and today we're playing Save My Scrap. This is a game about a mechanic that receives an order from a doctor to repair his android. Now, you might assume it's not that simple. I also assume that it's not that simple. So we're pretty like-minded. Speaking of likes, I'm just kidding. I appreciate everyone's help for the last few videos. That being said, if you hear anything in the background noise, like in regards to that, I'm very new at recording this stuff, so just keep that in mind. Also, if it's like edited a little bit, I'm a rookie editor as well. Keep that in mind, please. Appreciate that. All right, let's get started here. There we go. I just hit my desk. I'm sorry. There's been a major uptick in Android disposals as of late. Statistics say that in January 20XX alone, there were 892,079 cases of Android returns. It's the largest number recorded since 20YY. My phone starts to ring. Tsutsumi. Morning, sunshine. You good to talk right now? Oh, you were listening to the news, huh? Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about people getting rid of their androids. Seems like we're not gonna get a vacation for a while, huh? I mean, us, android technicians, are the only ones who can help the poor things, right? The case you're working on today is one of those most people would have thrown away in a heartbeat. Seriously, she's a 20-year-old model. You're the only one in our company with the skills for a case like this, so, hop to it. Later. I speak a little bit of Japanese, but I don't know if it'll sound racist if I do my Japanese accent or what. So, I'll just go with the flow, I guess. I just hit the desk again, I'm sorry. Let's see, my client's house should be House 18 on 112th Street. Means they'll be a bit far away from the parking lot. I think it's just a right and then straight ahead. Should I have made a noise for that exclamation mark? Sorry about that. Are you alright? Watch where you're going, man. Someone's gonna get hurt. What? Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Huh? Something's on the ground. Maybe this person dropped it when I bumped into them? Pick it up. A hand. Let's see. Hey. That's mine. Give it back. You can have it. It's not just her voice. I'm guessing she's probably... I know that face. Yeah, it matches what I remember. You're the technician coming to my house today, aren't you? Yeah, that tracks. Guess I have to show you the way. Follow me. My house is just around the corner. Sit. The guy who owns me is on his way. Guess he got caught up with work. The guy who owns her? She's wearing a thick jacket, so it's kind of hard to tell. But the little glimpses I can see of her do make it clearer what she means. Excuse me, do you mind if I get a better look at what I'm working with before your owner comes home? Yes. Huh? But you're gonna ask anyway, huh? Yeah. Then go ahead. What? Oh, sorry. I was just shocked at how much damage there was. Pardon while I get a better look. Oh, that's a slow cursor. So she really was the android in question. Her whole body is practically antique. It's a miracle she could even move. It looks like they're using a few add-on tools as a stopgap measure. But it's only a matter of time before she gets too old to repair anymore. Her model number is GG1400. It really is old. Pretty sure it's been 30 years since that model went on sale. Given the less than professional way she talks, I assume she must be for companionship. If that's the case, she should have a registered nickname too. Harma. Alright, I'll have to remember that. I don't get it. Why has a GG 1400? No, why has Harma just let all these defects build up? So many of these parts are from before we'd standardized them. It's going to get harder and harder to repair them as time goes on. Not to mention going to cost an arm and a leg too. She should know that too. You want to know why I never called a technician? Will knowing help you do a better job? Huh? Yeah, didn't think so. I don't see any reason I should tell you then. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Oh, honestly, Harima, you don't have to be so rude to our guest. I'm so sorry about all this. Oh, you're back. Awesome. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm the one who called you here. My name's Miyomaru. I can't apologize enough. Harma was being pretty rude to you, huh? They really hate having people mess around with her body, you know? She hates it? Sure does. I mean, more specifically, they're stubborn about people touching their inner workings. It was a real trial to convince them to let me call you, I tell you. They didn't care whether they lost their sight or stopped being able to walk. They just constantly say they'd make do. I believed them at first, but... well, when you have to carry someone who's 70 kilograms up to the second floor, it's a lot less convincing. My poor back. Not to mention, their head came off around that time too. Pretty sure you don't want to hear a grown man scream like that again either, huh? No, guess not. I have a recording of it anyway. No need to hear it again. Huh? Why were you recording me? Ahem, anyway. They don't really sell bodies that work with a 20-year-old brain anymore. If I had lost you back then, I don't know what I would have done. So anyway, I wound up throwing a huge tantrum and Harma finally gave me the okay to call you. Though they had a few conditions, like what company we could use and insisting on it being a home service and so on and so forth. So what do you think? Do you think you can fix Harma for me? Just from a cursory look, there are a ton of parts that need repairing. But if they can give me a few days, I think I can make do. You really mean it? Oh, thank heavens. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Look at that guy. Oh, let me take you to the repair room then. Come on, it's this way. Got a repair room and everything. He seems in good spirits. Hey. You heard what Miyamoto said. Don't want anyone touching anywhere they don't have to. So I've got a condition for you too. Tell me what you're going to do before you do any repairs, and don't you dare touch anywhere else. Sure, that won't be a problem at all. I'm planning on repairing your eye today. It doesn't seem too terribly damaged right now, so... fine, you can repair the area around my eye. I'll be interested in seeing just how well you can fix this beat-up body of mine. Wow, got a nice place. Come on in. This is our mechanical room. Wow. It's completely filled with devices for android engineering. They've even got the kind of obscure tools most people wouldn't even think to have. I'm pretty curious why a normal household like theirs would have a mechanical room this impressive. But I'm more grateful than anything. It'll make my job a lot easier. Move. I'm going into sleep mode now. You get ready too. There we go. Looks like Harima's safely in repair mode now. Alright, Mr. Technician. I'm counting on you to help Harima. I'll be waiting in the living room. Wouldn't want to get in the way of your work after all. Puzzle 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy here is an idiot, so if I underperform, take it easy on me. Alright, I'd like to get started, but her bangs are kind of in the way. A hair getting caught in her internal wiring could cause some serious problems, so I'll go ahead and take her hair off for now. This should do it. Now for the protective eye parts. Wow. Yeah, there's all sorts of issues here. Her eye display isn't even connected. I won't be able to fix all of this within just one repair. I'll start by just switching out the parts for now. Let's start the simulation. The new parts I have on hand are being displayed on the sides. Everything should connect to the cords around the center box. I'll need to be extra observant in case they're not facing the right way too. Let's see here. Always match edges is what I know from puzzles. But I don't know how this goes yet, so this will just be a test run. How do I... Oh, well, it just... Oh, it all goes in at once here? Let's see here. Is there a rotate option? Oh, okay, there is. So this... The rotate... It's pretty cool. Well, we tried. Oh, wait. Can I spam? Or what's this button do? Oh, okay. Flip, rotate. It's not this one. There we go. Finally got the first one here. It took me a while, so I just edited it through. And can I get my cursor? There we go. Now for the next part. Great, it's working now. I won't be able to check if it's fully functional until after she's done charging. But it should be fine for now. Now I just need to put the hair back on. The hair I had to remove earlier is definitely showing its age. It's got split ends all over it, and the color is fading pretty badly. I guess 20 years will do that to you. It's not like a wig getting old will cause any issues with functionality, though. It just doesn't look good. What should I do? Leave it. They didn't ask you to fix your hair. They asked you to just repair, you know? I'll stop here for today. Myanmar was waiting for me outside of the room, so I'll tell him all about it. Oh, are you all done? Wow, I can't believe it. Now Harma should be able to see again. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, just look at the time. It's gotten pretty late, by the way. Is it okay to activate Harma again? Right, didn't think so. These repairs are probably taking a big toll on them. Their batteries run pretty low, so I'll just let them charge for today. I hope you'll keep an eye on them when you come back again. Alright. Thank you so much for today. I look forward to seeing you the next time. Wow, I didn't realize it was that serious. Guess your weekends are going to be full with that client for a while, huh? Heh. Things are pretty rough over here, too. GSO has been killing us with these ridiculous requests. But they put on this whole show about being such a big and powerful android engineering company or whatever. It sucks. We're in the same business, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to whine at you when you're just trying to get home from work. We've got a job to do. As technicians, the more androids we save, the more people we make happy. No point in complaining all that much. We've both got work to do, so let's give it our all. See ya. Click. Day 2. Huh. No calls from work today, I guess. Guess I'll listen to the radio. Might give me something to talk about today. Subculture Galaxy Broadcasting, My Virtual Stage with You, Techno Punches Space-Time Radio, Next New 365, Hyper Discussion Lab, Legends of Discovery Talk Radio. My virtual, why not? We'll be back after these messages. Boy, I sure am tired. Welcome home, Master. Oh my god. I've got your favorite drink all nice and cold for you. You mean it? Gosh, that'll hit the spot. I guess the two of us will be partying tonight. Ganbu Dry, a beer you can enjoy with your androids, now on sale. Harma. Wow, look at those upgrades. Uh, this is extremely awkward. I guess Miyamaro's late again today. He said he'd be back in about 30 minutes, so I should just sit tight. She just picked up a book and started reading it after he said all that. I mean, she's an android, so I shouldn't be all that put off by her not talking. But there are some things I'd like to ask, so maybe I should talk to her. Your eye. Yeah, how is it working? It's working fine. Oh, is that all you have to say? Yep. It'd help if you could go into a bit more detail. Okay. The likelihood of the eye camera malfunctioning has decreased from about 51.87912% to... Oh, it auto-read that. Functionality altogether in human terms, the right... I guess I'm not supposed to be able to keep up with this on purpose. Contrast. In other words, if I use the same program I've been using up until now, it should be just fine. That's all. Any questions? I mean, yeah, okay, I wasn't, yeah, okay, it was supposed to be fast on purpose. What, did you not get that? Not one word. So you complain when there's not enough information, but you can't understand it when I give you more. I didn't realize just how low human information processing powers were. Sorry I couldn't adjust properly. Today's repairs. I repaired her eye yesterday. After that, we have her mouth, legs, and arms. Of those, her arms seem to be the worst off right now. They'll likely take more than 1 day to fix. I already strained the facial area with yesterday's repairs, so it might be tough to do her mouth today. Alright, I'll work on her legs today. I'll let you decide what order you'll fix me. As long as you don't mess with me more than you have to, I'm fine with it. About the book. Are you reading right now? You have eyes, don't you? Haha. Error. But why are you going out of your way to read? You're an android. It would make a lot more sense to just access a specialized database, download the information, and go through that instead of taking the time to scan something line by line. Yeah, good point. About Miyamaru. What does Miyamaru do for a living? He's a doctor, works at a hospital nearby. He seems like he's been awfully busy the past couple of days. Patients really like him. He's good at what he does. Though that's only when it comes to humans. What does that mean? Well, one time I asked Miyamaru to help repair me. He made a real mess out of it instead. I was glowing and he couldn't stop. Glowing? Glowing where? My nostrils. Your nostrils? What happened after that? I had to figure out what the problem was and fix it myself. I guess he learned from that. He swore he'd never mess with my body ever again. That sounds rough. End conversation. I think that's all I wanted to ask. It's pretty hard to get anywhere with her. But in a way, that makes her more interesting too. It's easy enough to set an android's personality to make them as curt as she is. But the fact that she can refuse certain repairs or act on her own in a way that inconveniences other people is really rare. Maybe her rebellious attitude is the result of many long years of acting independently or something. Are you all done with your book? Yep, all done. I'll put it back on Miyamaru's shelf. Ah, so that was one of his books. I hear commotion outside. Guess he's back. Back again. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I can't believe I had to run late 2 days in a row. I'm so sorry. Thanks so much for looking after the technician for me, Harma. I really appreciate it. It's whatever. I'm gonna go get ready now. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait for a bit longer then. Sorry about all this. Yeah. I really can't apologize enough for how late I was today. Work just kept going on and on. Oh, right. I heard you're a doctor. Huh? Someone's been doing their research. Oh, Harma told you, didn't they? That makes sense. That's right. You know, the hospital nearby? That's where I work. I've been doing the rounds all morning. Right, makes sense. By the way, your coat's pretty dirty there. You okay? Huh? What do you mean? Ugh, no, I've gone and done it. I had 2 brothers to look after today. The younger brother was so scared of the hospital that he started crying. I decided to try and cheer him up by playing superheroes with him. And I got a bit too into playing the villain and fell. So that's blood? Or is that just dirt? Geez, I'm so embarrassed. I'll have to clean this later. Oh, well, what is it? I still had a snack one of my patients gave me in my pocket. I'll have to eat it later. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a big fuss. Oh, it's no problem, really. About Harma's eye. Harma's eyesight's all better now, huh? We really couldn't have done it without you. You're amazing. I guess. She didn't seem all that happy about it, though. Yeah, that's just how Harma is. I think you probably already know this, but Harma isn't exactly very expressive. But they're actually really curious about the world around them. Lately, they've been really into pop culture. I'm a big movie buff myself, so we watch them together sometimes. Harma always tells me what they think about the movie at the end. They're, painfully honest about their opinions sometimes, though. Stuff like, with a performance like that, the audience's attention span would have fallen 56%. It failed as an overall work. Then they'll ask me what I could have possibly liked about it. That sounds pretty awful. Haha, you can say that again. It always feels like I'm getting lambasted for my opinions. But the thing is, after I try my best to explain why I liked the movie, they seem to be fine with it. I had to force myself to figure out what it was I liked about the movie. So it's like, before I even know it, I've got a deeper understanding of the movie as a whole. This is just a theory of mine, but I don't think they're trying to criticize my hobbies or anything. I think they're trying to understand them. I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there people like, even if there's a ton to criticize about them. Sometimes those flaws even become part of the appeal. I think they're trying to understand what it is that makes sense, that makes someone think something is good. Huh. And also, oh shoot, where was I? Oh right, so they've been pretty huffy ever since their eye broke. After all, you need your eyesight to enjoy most movies and books and the like. So I really don't think they think poorly of you for having fixed their eye. What I'm trying to say is, thank you so much for fixing Harma's eye. And commands. By the way, haven't you ever tried using a command to try and make Harma let you repair her? Command. No matter what personality an android is programmed to have, they have to follow anything a human says is a command. That's what I mean. You know about that, right? Oh, of course I do. It's just, I don't really want to use it. I don't want to force anything on Harma. I'd rather we talk it out. Right, I understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. End of conversation. I think Harma's probably about ready for us. Let's head to the mechanical room. Kind of like a... puzzle 2. Ah, jeez. I meant like... I know it's supposed to be kind of like a mystery game. And I'm getting some like... ex-patient or past lover kind of vibe from the game so far. Yep, looks like they're ready. Or multiple people, maybe? Well, I'll go wait in the living room. Thanks again. Alright, let's get started. I'll be fixing her legs today. I've got to change her position here first. Oh, geez, she looks so beat up. Now to take her legs off. Oh. The cloth around her waist just shifted off of her. Fix the cloth. There, that should be fine. Alright. Looks like we need to work on the circuits in her thigh today. Which ones are they, though? Again, I suck at puzzles. If there's an edit here, I'm probably just fast forwarding so you don't have to see me suffer through this. The top image is Harma's leg. The bottom image is what the proper circuitry should look like. It looks like there are 5 problems in total. Oh. There we go. Just 4 left. What's next? Ah, I forget, dude. I'm so sorry. I think I found all the problems. Time to start fixing them. Holy, dude, I told you I'm stupid, alright? Alright, chat. Don't get upset with me. There. I think she'll be able to walk just fine now. Nice work, technician. Looks like you're all done for the day. Oh, it looks perfect now. I know Harma kept saying they were just fine and all, but I've noticed them tripping a lot on bumps and ramps and stairs and such lately, so I've been really worried. I just hate if Harima tripped and broke a bunch of parks again like that. But I really have to say, I'm impressed. I mean, this practically looks good as new. I can tell you really took care of this, and I'm not even a professional. Anyway, I really appreciate all of your hard work today. I'll be waiting for the next time I get to see you again. Oddly cheery? I get like his, that's the thing, like, they're close, obviously, but they gotta be, like, super close, I would think. Alright, let's just go with this one. Next up, A Feast of Fancy. The film made with all the latest AI technology released just 6 months ago has received over 1 million views as of June 3rd. The lead actress, Sierra, has been lauded for her bewitching beauty, yet her face was entirely made with AI. That phantasmagoric loveliness has all those in the audience saying they fell in love with her for real. This program was brought to you by my electricity bill is so high this month. What am I going to do? Whoa, what are you doing, Robami? Robambi! You can't eat banana peels. Why, master? Did you know my mouth parts convert trash into energy? Say what? Well, that'll save us a whole lot of money. The ultimate in Echo Robotics. Our housekeeping robot is now available for home purchase. Now with trash disposable mouth parts. And mumble, if I like mumble a bit too much, my brain, like I read a lot. So I might read it in my head before I say it out loud. I have to get used to this narration thing. I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Technician. Haha, I actually made it on time today. And I've got cookies boot. Here, you can have some too. You're both here today, huh? Don't eat those cookies, man. Well, how about we talk a bit before we start on the repairs? Alcohol? Harmless leg. Yeah, let's do that first. That's the most important. The range of movement for my knees and ankles have improved by 96%. Weight bearing improvements up 94%. Marked improvements on the nervous system leg. Nothing unusual to report. By the way, the eye camera is working fine too. You're good at this. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Harm was right. Their legs and eyes are working great. They're way better at going up and down stairs now. My back thanks you. What are we fixing today? Not even a little laugh, huh? Today, I think we'll start here. Your vocal cords need fixing. That makes sense. I've definitely noticed quite a bit of static in Harima's voice. It'll be way easier to talk once the sound quality's better, so I'll be one happy camper. Do you have any idea what model my voice box is? GG bodies tend to have abs and V's. Is that not the case for you? Mine's an old Gorva 5S. It's not compatible with abs and V cords. What? Then I won't be able to repair them today. Oh, wait. We've got, Gorva, was it? Yeah, Gorva parts in our mechanical room, right? Yeah, I think they're up on the very top of the shelf on the right. Really? Gorva parts were all discontinued a bit ago, so I know it's not easy to get your hands on them. Are you sure it's okay for me to use them? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when would I use them if not now? And I bet these parts would be having a real party about it, like, yay, someone's finally using us. Ahaha. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I had to come to this. I should have been paying closer attention. Oh, no need to be like that. Really, don't worry about it at all. Oh, right. If the shelf's too high up, there's a step stool in there you can use. A step stool? Alright. I really can't thank you enough for all this. And I don't know, I'll ask that one last. That's been what everyone's talking about lately, for better or for worse. For me personally, androids are made to look like people, so purposely having their mouths be like trash disposals. I mean, it just seems in bad taste. In terms of compatibility and conversion rates, the mouth parts are the ideal place to put it. I know, but even if it makes sense, it just doesn't sit right with me. You're a real pain sometimes, huh? Harima wants a mouth disposer? Mouth disposable. Haha, yeah, I guess I am. Alcohol? Why even? Alcohol made for companionship androids? Oh, the ad we heard yesterday? The people making those drinks sure have some funny ideas if they want to mess with an electronic brain on purpose like that. Oh, I've heard about that. Androids are made to make everything more efficient, so they're deliberately doing something that makes them less so. Well, it's a pretty funny experiment, right? Like, maybe seeing androids who are always so perfect, looking all disheveled like that makes some people feel closer to them? There are a lot of people experimenting with giving androids defective movement patterns that won't get in the way of their support work too. Do you two have a taste for alcohol like that? Well, I like your drink every now and then, but Harm's not allowed to. Huh? Well, okay, remember how I told you about the time Harma's head came off? Apparently, they'd gone out and gotten some alcohol behind my back. They were so drunk that they fell and their head popped off. Oh, it doesn't mean you have to cut me off entirely. It certainly does. What if you'd be damaged one of your major internal functions? I'd never be able to forgive myself if I'd lost you in some drunken stupor. Real life lesson, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, these sorts of products are most likely performance for human sake, so it's not like there's any dependence on it. Most androids would be able to handle alcohol with no problem at all. Even if they were to get a little drunk, I'd never heard of one being in a drunken stupor. Again, this special aspect, this android's definitely not normal, as you all guessed. You want to know about Harma and me? Where do I even start? Well, I don't really have any relatives. I was raised in an orphanage when I was little. But I wasn't lonely or anything. Everyone there was really sweet to me. But there was one person in particular who really looked after me. They were so funny and unique. Like, for example, they snuck into my room one night, and they said, "Let me show you something you've never seen before." They didn't even wait for me to respond before jumping out of the window of my room. I was a pretty disciplined kid back then. I never even thought about breaking the rules and sneaking out in the middle of the night. But for some reason, I found myself running after them. They were waiting for me in their car. After a long drive, we wound up at a dump in the mountains. There were no people or animals to be seen. But under the mountain of garbage, the night scenery spread out wide before me. It was so beautiful. I'd been raised in the city, so I'd taken it for granted. I never got a good look at it like that. That staff member talked to me a whole lot, telling me all sorts of stuff about the history of engineering and movies and all sorts of stuff. They kept it real lighthearted too. Right, Harima. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, you guessed it. It was Harima who came to me that night. Yeah, okay, I didn't know if they were just going to come out and say it, but they did. And Harima's been with me ever since, even after I left the orphanage. So Harima's like kind of a mentor to me, or maybe a sibling or parent might be closer. Either way, they're really important to me. Makes sense. Harma used to be a caretaker android at the orphanage then. I didn't know they were going to come out and like straightly justify their relationship like that, but okay, nothing wrong with that. Makes sense. This might just be me, but the Harma Miyomaru was talking about doesn't seem anything like the Harma I've been working with. Yeah. That's why maybe he keeps using they, because the author, or the main character, us, keeps saying her, but Miyomaru keeps saying they. And I don't think it's like a pronoun thing either. I think there's something more deeper going on here. Well, I think I'll go get ready for today. Go ahead and talk with Harma for a bit. He seems happy. Can you tell? Miyomaru had been really anxious for a while. It didn't stop until we decided to repair me. He was so stressed that he could hardly sleep. One day he came to me and said that he was scared I was going to die soon. That was the term he used to refer to me being unable to move anymore. His hands were shaking while he talked. It was so ridiculous. He knows I'm nothing more than a machine, but he's still so attached. It's just pure techno-animism. I can't understand it. I've said too much. Probably. I think that's enough time now. Let's go to the mechanical room. Puzzle 3. If it's as easy as the second one, no problem. Alright. Before I get started, I should borrow some cords. I think they said they were on the very top of the shelf to the right. I don't think I can reach this. I need a step stool. Very nice. What? There we go. I guess it works like this. Well, without any further ado, there they are. Now I should be able to fix Harmo with no problems. I can't believe they had such rare parts. Well, whatever. I'd better just get to work. So pretty. Alright. First, we'll take off the cover parts, and then we can get started. The jaw's bad enough, but there are a ton of wires all bunched up in the neck too. Today's probably going to be pretty complicated. There are 4 terminals labeled A, B, C, and D. Which ones connect to the broken battery at the bottom? Oh. Let me... C, right? First try. C. Oh, ones? Which ones? Oh. C, down, left, up, right. B. Absolutely connects to B. Okay, now do this again. Start back from the battery. Up, left, up, right, down. Up, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, right. Now we're back at this crossroads between B and C. Now we follow the down one. Down, and right, down, left. And this bastard splits into 2 more pieces. Up first, left, up, right, down, left, up, left, down, right, up, right. Up, left. Just B and C. It was just B and C. Let's go. Okay. There we go. We'll just take these parts out and put them in some new wiring. Perfect. Now for the new outer parts. Oh, hey. This is one of those trash disposal mouth parts. I heard they were starting to give these out lately. A brand new function for androids. Eating your food, scraps, and converting it into energy. Use older parts. Be respectful here. Well, that should do it. Harmo should charge like this for the day. Crash. What was that? It came from the living room. Miyamaru. Miyamaru? Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to surprise you. I fell asleep on the couch and accidentally dropped a glass. Jeez, I'm so embarrassed. Don't come in here yet. I don't want you to get hurt. Miyamaru's still smiling after all that. It's the usually friendly smile he always gives, but it looks like he's under some serious pressure too. Oh, I forgot to ask. I didn't interrupt your work, did I? You just finished? Phew, I'm so glad. You can go home then. I can deal with this mess myself. It's really fine, I promise. I'm sure you're tired from all that hard work. Go ahead and get some rest. And thanks for your hard work again today. Let's just go in order here. Techno Punch's Space-Time Radio. So bro, how's it going with your android girlfriend? Bro, you wanna know? It's like crazy good. I kinda thought my AI girlfriend was like the tops, right? But let me tell you, when I was all wrapped up in my android girlfriend's arm and stuff, yeah, I like burst into tears, bro. Gross, dude. It's not gross, dude. Humans have gotta get that like real feeling stuff going on, you feel me? They can make technology all like crazy and stuff, but humans have to live in the real world, you know? Oh, you dig. But like, bro, you talking like she's a real girl. It doesn't matter whether she's virtual or an android, bro. She's still like not real. Dude, you want to get flamed? Like, it doesn't matter. It's better she's not alive, 'cause that means she won't get hurt either. She doesn't know about human warmth or joy or anything. That's why I can totally be my true self when I'm with her. My phone starts to ring. Morning, sunshine. Sorry for the sudden phone call. It's just, that Android you've been working on, GG 1400? Something's been bugging me about it. I was taking a look at list of products for another case, right? And while I was looking, I found GG 1400's name on there. It said that model was disposed of already. And Miyomaru wasn't listed as the owner either. Yeah, so I know the filing system wasn't as good 20 years ago, so it could just be an error or something. But she's really weird about how she won't show you her brain, right? I was wondering if maybe there was a reason for that. Like she might be an illegal android. You want to know what you should do now? Well, I'm going to do a bit more digging. Depending on what I find, it might mean we have to end our contract with them. But in the meantime, you just keep your eyes peeled and do your work like normal. Hey, by the way, I think it's supposed to rain today. It's supposed to be pretty bad, so try not to work too late. Good luck out there. Later. Click. Day 4. Hey there. Thanks for coming out again today. Looks like Harma's not here right now. She might be an illegal android or something. I can't stop thinking of the conversation I had earlier. Hello? Are you not feeling well? You look a bit pale. Uh, I'm okay. Alright. If you say so, I'll believe you. I just have to work like usual today. How are you? Miyamaru doesn't look so good, so I asked if he was okay. Wait, really? Well, I don't feel all that bad. I guess if I had to point at something, maybe it's just lack of sleep. Well, it's nothing to worry about. You're really giving me the stink eye. I mean, really. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, fine. You promise you won't laugh? I've been dealing with this same awful nightmare for ages. It's pretty rough on me. I'll wake up feeling more exhausted than I did before I fell asleep. I don't know what's causing them. I've tried taking anti-anxiety meds and device-free therapy, but it never made me feel any better. Yeah, that's your problem. But even with all that, I really couldn't sleep at all today. Thanks for caring, by the way. You're a very kind-hearted person. Yeah, our mechanical room is a bit fancy for personal use, isn't it? Apparently, it was left there by the last owner. At least, that's what Harma told me. I don't really know the first things about machines, so they're just kind of sitting in there. But a lot of it is busted up. Oh, is that a typo? But a lot of it is busted up old machines I've collected. I look at secondhand auctions and pick up pretty much anything that looked useful. I kind of wish I could have gotten them new, but, well, industry standards changed a ton a few years ago, you know? Now the parts I need for Harma's body aren't in circulation anymore. It's really tough to deal with. I'm sure they had their reasons for it and all, but I wish they'd consider older models when they decided to start standardizing them. I know people are always saying androids aren't people, but they're not standard appliances either. If heaven forbid Harma stopped working, no matter how high quality of an android they sent me afterward, it wouldn't mean anything to me. And I don't think I'm the only one out there who feels this way. Popular movie? Yeah, let's brighten up the topic here. Oh, you saw Feast of Fancy? Achievement? Talk to Miyomaru about popular movies once. Oh, you haven't? Okay. You want to hear my thoughts? I thought it was amazing. I'd love to tell you more about it, but I don't want to spoil anything. I'll do my best to hold back. I really liked the story, but the main character's beauty was what really got everyone talking, huh? There was a girl sitting behind me talking about it afterward with her friends. She was practically sobbing because she couldn't meet Sierra. Most movies up till now would still have an actor involved, even if the character was totally made up. But the protagonist of this movie had her appearance entirely calculated by AI based on what the most people would find beautiful. There was no model for her, and no actual creator either. She was created through humanity's collective opinions on beauty. Yet even as illusory a being as she was, she still managed to capture people's hearts. Isn't that amazing? It's a perfect fit for the story too, which makes it even more incredible. About Harma. Hey, do you mind if I ask you something? What do you think about Harma? She's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, you can say that again. I like how unique Harma is. I've been with them for over a decade and I'm still not tired of it. Why do you ask? Oh, it's because I really want them to be happy. I'm sure you are wondering what happiness means for an android, and honestly, I do too. I'm sure you've realized this already, but Harma's not a normal android. We made androids to make humans happy, and I know it sounds cold to say, but that's pretty much the only reason they exist. But I just can't believe that that's the only reason Harma works. I feel like there's more they want than just that. I really can't say that I understand exactly what that is, or what it is that Harma's thinking. No matter how many times I try to find out, they just dodge the question. That's why I wanted to ask you about it. Maybe there's some reason Harma doesn't act like a normal android. I don't want to change Harma's personality at all. I just want to know. Well, this won't do. I've just been a total negative Nancy this whole time. Sorry, just forget I ever said anything. Repair progress. All that's left is Harma's arm and internal mechanics, right? We're almost at the finish line, huh? I'm counting on you. Is something the matter? Hey, let me know if I'm overstepping any boundaries, but you seem a bit off today. Everything will be okay, right? You'll still stick around until Harma's all fixed, right? It's okay. I would have just said yeah. You know, these guys don't seem like sketchy or anything, but something's off. So in this situation, it's probably better to lie and be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a big liar either, but you gotta know like some signs and warnings and shit like that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Jeez, I really don't need to keep asking, huh? Phew. End conversation. Oh, right. I wanted to talk about the Gorva cord I borrowed last time. I brought it back with me today. Should I just put it back on the shelf in the mechanical room again? What? Wow, you really didn't have to. Well, sure. Go ahead and put it there after you're done with your repairs. Oh, you're here? Oh, Harma, where were you? I was cleaning the mechanical room and your room. Wait, my room too? You've been looking miserable since yesterday. Quit visiting with people and rest. Thank you, but I probably won't be able to. You say something? Eep. Okay, fine. I'll go sleep after your repairs are done. Sorry for making you worry, and thank you, Harma. Sure. I'll take my leave then. Dripped out is that a new dress? Or am I crazy? Oh, right. There's something I want to check with you. Why are you clamming up like that? Clamming up like that? It's not that big of a deal. We're just gonna talk, like we always do. Yeah. No need to be so stiff. It's just something real quick. Let's see. When you were repairing my legs the second time you were there, you fixed the cloth around my waist, didn't you? Huh? How did you know that? It doesn't matter. Just shut up and answer my question. Why did you cover me back up with the cloth? I felt bad for you. To keep the dust out of the area, I felt bad for you. Yeah, I did. Now, the third visit. The last time you came to see us. Remember that trash disposal mouthpiece? It's a pretty fantastic piece of work. The rate of energy conversion isn't bad either. You can save up quite a bit of money with it. So why didn't you use it for me? I thought Miyamaro would be upset. I guess you're not wrong. He'd probably frown pretty hard at the idea. I can't deny that much. That's all I wanted to ask. Why did you want to know? I just did. Okay. Let's get the dark stuff out of here first. Miyamaro's nightmares. You don't really care much for privacy, do you? I asked him what he dreamed about once, just once. He said it was always the same dream, one where he was being chased by some kind of monster. The monster was coming to take something he was carrying in his arms, something he loved. He'd do everything he could to fight it and run, and he'd just keep going and going. Some days the monster would catch him, other days he'd escape. But every time, just as he was breathing a sigh of relief from escaping, he looked down at his open hands. Oh no. And that's when he'd wake up. That was blood in his dream there, alright? Now I'm almost certain that this Harima is like an ex-friend or ex-lover or ex kind of something, and that's why Miyamaru doesn't want any changes to Harima at all. Because she reminds him of his future, or of his past acquaintance, you know. And that was when he'd wake up. The more he had those dreams, the worse he'd feel. I thought he wasn't having them anymore, but it's stupid. Miyamaru is pretty emotionally fragile. I really don't recommend you pushing him. Alright, lighten this stuff up now. No, let's talk. Let's lighten this up. A feast of fancy, huh? Yeah, I saw it. Miyamaru recommended it to me. The main character was worried she was losing her beauty as she got older. She had her sagging skin replaced, her creaking bones remade, and her shrinking mental functions all replaced. In the end, she couldn't tell how much of her was the real her anymore, and she wound up going mad. I suppose these sorts of stories about one's identity are popular in every era. Oh, spoilers? I didn't know you were worried about those. You ruined the movie. I guess you haven't seen it still. Well, sorry about that. Kinda hard to believe you're sorry when your expression's the exact same, pal. Yeah. Come to think of it, oh, achievement. My android girlfriend to talk about the celebrity talk radio. Come to think of it, they were talking about something on the morning radio. There's been a lot more companionship androids being made lately. Let's see. Those types of androids. They play out the ideal relationship their owners are looking for. They can be a friend, family, even a lover. The reasons humans are willing to have an android stand in for that sort of thing is just because they're scared. An android can't hurt you. They can't hate you or get mad at you. They think they can be wholly themselves without having to hold back in front of an android. Honestly, it feels like that sort of thing is inevitable. They're pretty useful in helping people who have been traumatized by interpersonal relationships too. But they say those companion droids live about 5 years less than other types. I'm sure you can guess why. Yeah? I've seen some companionship androids in some really awful states at my job. Like physical abuse? Oh yeah, some of them were so beat up it made me physically nauseous, yeah. I don't know whether companionship androids are working as a deterrent for violence against people, or if they're just lowering the bar for cruelty a little more. I really can't say. That makes sense too, like, you got something that won't fight back, or, you know, tell, or whatever, you get, not you, but some people probably get like the, what's that, you know, the mentality of a god, you know, like, I can do whatever I want with this android. Yeah. Come to think of it, what type of android are you, Harma? I thought you were a companionship type when I first started working here, but the sorts of things you say have me wondering. I'm a housekeeping type. Oh wow, so you do cooking and cleaning, huh? No, I haven't done any housework for a long time. Miyamaru's a way better cook than me anyway. You don't say. I guess this android abandoned her role? It's not like that's unheard of. But usually that's because there's some kind of malfunction in their electronic brains. I really would like to have a look at her brain, but I'm not showing you anything. I hadn't said anything. Miyamaru's still not back. Well, it's fine. I'll head to the mechanical room. Get a move on. Puzzle 4. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're working on the arms today. I'm pretty sure these will be the toughest parts to repair. No. Anyway, let's take them apart to make them easier to work with. I can move the cursor. I just clicked. Yo, I'm a genius. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, these circuits are an absolute mess. I have to figure out how to line these panels up to connect them to the right terminals. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Uh... What are my eyes looking at? Maybe... Okay, hold on. This little line, does this matter? Right here? Does this matter? These. Okay, let's check this. Oh, I have to rotate them too. I might be fucked. Hold on. Let's look for two outputs here. Let's look for two big. Like these? Like these. Oh, wait. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Let's go. There, that should do it. Achievement complete. Puzzle 4 on day 4. Should being the key word there. Weird. For some reason, there's a lag in the transmission signal. It's all connected properly. Maybe there's some damage to a different servo. Or maybe it's a problem with the artificial spine. It'll take a lot of time to reanalyze all of this. I'll just finish up for today. That sucks though. Oh well, I'll just tell Mia tomorrow not to activate her and let her charge for today. Oh right. I brought that Gorva cord I borrowed yesterday. I should put it back on the shelf. What are we gonna see? This shelf is really tall though. I'll just go ahead and use this step. Oh no. Ah! What just happened? My foot. Are you okay? I just heard a crash. Oh my gosh. Oh no, did you use the black steps tool? I'm so sorry, I didn't mention that one was broken. I should have been clearer. Are you hurt? Let me take a look. Yeah, alright. So, it looks like just a sprain. We can thank our lucky stars it's not broken. Either way, I'll apply some first aid to it. Try not to move your foot, okay? Also, I really hate to pile on more bad news, but we just got slammed with a typhoon. It's absolutely pouring outside. I know you came here by car, but I think it'd be too dangerous for you to go outside when you're injured like this. No way. Well, what I suggest, I think you should stay here tonight. Thankfully, I have everything one might need in case of a typhoon. I've got a spare room too. It's nothing special, but I can get you food and a bed for the night. Oh no. It'll be okay. I know you'll get home safely. Oh no. Okay. I hear a crack of thunder outside. He's right. I really don't have much of a choice but to stay here tonight. Well, then that's settled. Rest up for a little bit, okay? I'll get everything ready. Uh-oh, bro, I don't know if this is supposed to be a little thriller game here or a little horror game here. I don't think it is, but a little suspicious here. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I got the blankets and stuff from the hospital. Sorry if it still had that hospital smell on it. Weird. I don't see Harma around today. Oh, you're worried about Harma? They've been busy around the house and haven't come back to the living room still. Oh, and I did tell them you were staying overnight. I'm sure they'll be back in no time. About yesterday? No, that's not really. How's your foot? I can't go crazy with it, but thanks to your quick work, the pain is pretty minimal. Oh, I'm so glad. It just goes to show how amazing our localized medical pods are these days. Do you mind if I take a look at it just in case? Nah, go ahead. He said it was thanks to the medical pod, but I didn't expect how little pain there would be. He really must be a great doctor. From what I could see, I'll need to increase the pod's output and adjust the splint a little bit. It should take about, well, it depends on the weather and all, but I think you should stay here for another 2 days. Oh. Wait, that long? Shoot, I'm gonna have to call a bunch of people about this. Yeah, thank you for letting me stay last night. It was a real lifesaver. So my guess is Miyomaru's suspicious that this main character is suspicious about Haruma being like an old model, like an illegal model. And he just wants to make sure that the main character is not so sus about it. Oh, it was no problem at all. It's partially my fault it turned out this way anyway. I really can't apologize enough. And the evidence for this suspicion of mine is that the step stool worked fine the first time, which means he either broke it or he swapped it out on his own, making sure that the main character would get injured, so they would have to stay here. Sure. Anyway, I really want to thank you somehow. You don't have to thank me, really. It was no problem at all. Then, can I at least pay you for the medical costs? I don't need any payment. I've been in your debt for the past several days anyway. What? No, that's really not how this works here. Well, it really doesn't bother me at all, but... Alright, if you really insist. Then please keep working on Haruma. I don't need anything, as long as you can do that for me. What? Well, alright. I figured that was a given. Hehe, I'm glad. I really appreciate it. In the conversation. Alright, I've got to start getting to work. I'll be at the hospital. If you need anything, just give me a call. This really turned into a whole fiasco. Right, I wonder how Haruma's arms are doing. I should try looking for her to check. Oh, there she is. She looks pretty deep in thought. Oh, it's you. Yamaru told me what happened, so you're gonna be staying with us for a bit. So what did you want? I'm busy, so make it quick. I wanted to talk about today's repairs, like usual. My arms still aren't fixed. Sorry, I couldn't figure out exactly what was causing the issue still. Right. I was hoping my arm could be fixed sooner than later. Oh, you know, if I take a look at your brain, I might be able to figure it out sooner. Absolutely not. Yeah, thought not. Besides, you're injured and you want to keep working on me? You're a real workaholic, huh? Yeah, that's my way of paying Miyamoto back for all his help. Paying him back, huh? Let me ask you. Did he ask you to do it? Huh? Well, yeah. Interesting. Are we done here? Oh, yeah, sorry. And sorry for bugging you while you're busy. I'll keep trying to work on your arm in the afternoon. I'll see you in the mechanical room. Uh-huh. Puzzle 5. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Alright, let's start by assembling the arm parts again. These old CCR transmitting qualia systems are seriously complicated. Really can't believe they put so many of these things out there. Anyway, I'd like to finish fixing all of this today if I can. Error? Did I connect it wrong somewhere? Let's see. What's causing this? Whoa! Quiet. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. We don't have much time. I need to tell you the truth before he comes home. I'm talking about Miyamaru, you dolt. I'm going to take my hand off your mouth, but don't you dare try to struggle. There we go. Good boy. How are you moving right now? I wanted to talk to you while Miyamaru wasn't here. I programmed myself to come out of sleep mode when I detected you were going to start repairing me. What? What is that you have to tell me? Well, let me figure out where to even start. Alright, you noticed there was something off about Miyamaru the past couple of days, right? Absolutely. He was oddly anxious about something, and I think this is the reason why. Wait, but that's... Yeah, it's the step stool that broke under you. Now look here. It's hard to see, but you can see someone mess with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a detective, through and through. Let's go. And I think it was Miyamaru. What? But why? Did you say anything to Miyamaru yesterday? Something about quitting? What? Why would you... No, actually, I thought about calling off the contract, but I never talked to him about it. Yeah, that won't fly. He could see through lies better than anyone. You can't hide anything from him, and I mean anything. No matter what? No matter what. Anyway, I don't know what you do or don't know, but that little lie of yours is why this happened. Miyamaru was terrified you'll stop repairing me. He had to do whatever it took to keep you here. That's why he did it. It was a harsh overstep, but he went out of his way to have you hurt, so you'd be forced to stay here. It's so stupid, isn't it? He's really attached to me. At first, he was just a bit overprotective, but now he's getting more and more extreme. It may be that he's panicking as I start to wear down, or the glitching of his artificial brain might be getting worse. We have to stop him. What? Did I just hear that right? Oh, so you hadn't figured it out still? Yeah, that's right. I'm not the only android here. Now that I did not expect. Okay, now that is a huge twist that I did not expect. No way. Okay, that's awesome. Miyamaru isn't human either. What? Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I told you not to make any loud. Hey, is everything alright in there? Shoot, he's already home. I knew I should have kept my mouth shut. We'll talk more later. I'm going back into sleep mode. Just try to think more on this. What? Hold on, you can't just... Is something the matter? Were you on the phone? I heard you talking to someone. You had me worried, so I was checking in. Sorry if I interrupted your work. No, it's fine. You look a little pale. Are you tired? You can take a break from repairs for today. Yeah, that might be good. Maybe I should rest a bit. Alright, I'll get dinner ready for us then. Yo, this took a 180 twist, bro. This is awesome. I love this so far. Day 6. Hey. The rain just won't stop. Yeah. Not exactly the best news for you, huh? Like even nature's locking you in here. Though I guess you can still get to the hospital. Miyamaru's told me to keep an eye on you to make sure you're not pushing yourself. I see. Truthfully, I still haven't come to terms with this whole thing. The whole Miyamaru being an android thing. Is that even possible? I guess I should listen to what she has to say. Well, was what you told me yesterday true? Hey, about our conversation yesterday. The whole Miyamaru being an android one? What was that all about? Pretty sure it's self-explanatory. But his official designation is HRM 287 Dr. Miyamaru. He was never sold for general use. He's an extremely high-tech medical android. That's why it's so hard to tell that he's not human. But he was in an accident a long while ago that partially damaged his AI system. As a result of the memory loss, even he's convinced he's human. Normally, the 3 laws of robotics would have prevented him from being able to bring harm to a human. But the defect in his AI system had made that null and void. Oh, we might be in danger. We might be in danger. In other words, he's extremely dangerous right now. As a technician, you know that pretty well, don't you? Yes, I'm not a technician, and I know that well too. Are you serious? Do I look like I'm joking? Hard to tell. You don't exactly emote all that much. So here's what I'm trying to say. I saw over the past 5 days that you're really good at what you do. If this keeps up, I don't know what might happen to you or him. So I want to hire you. For what? Obviously to repair him. What? Keep listening. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that there are androids so similar to us that I couldn't even tell the difference. And that they're just blending in with the rest of us. It just feels so out of the blue. Brother, right in front of you. If you just patched up her skin, like, there's monotone people like that. Like, look at Moist Critical. Bro talks in one emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you just threw, like, yo, Fallout 4, Moist Critical, or, like, Markiplier. Who are you voting on as a synth, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's people like that. I mean, it's far more likely that there's been a damage to your digital brain. Do you have any proof to substantiate your claims? Of course. There's a computer in my room. I have 20 years worth of information about Miyamaru on there. Newspapers from the time, blueprints, essays, I've got tons of them. Once you see all that, I'm sure you'll understand I'm right. But hey, it's your call. Oh yeah, let's go to Harma's room, bro. Oh, but one thing. Don't lie to Miyamaru again. Ever. He's equipped with a high-functioning lie detector. He'll know if you lie about him hurting you too. Don't give him any yes or no answers, just avoid the topic altogether. We can figure out our stories later. Now go check it out. So this is Harma's room. There's nothing but a computer and a desk. There's not even any curtains. It feels less like a room and more like an isolation chamber. Let's take a look at her PC. Let's see, the password she gave me was... Oof. Look at all this. The hologram windows go all the way up to the ceiling. So this is 20 years worth of information, huh? Looks like I can search the data and the files themselves from this screen. I'm interested in seeing the recently used files here too. What should I check first? Newspaper article? Yeah. It's a digital news article from a famous paper. Achievement. Read the newspaper on the computer. TO University announces the new high-spec male medical android Miyamaru. The date's from 20 years ago, so this must be from when he was made. Let's read some more. On XXXX2XXX, TO University announced a new high-spec medical android Miyamaru. Official designation HRM287_Dr. Miyamaru. Miyamaru was developed to be an android with great bedside manner for his patients. He's not only equipped with a vast quantity of medical knowledge, but can almost imperceptibly analyze how his patients are feeling by examining their expressions and tone of voice. His appearance, voice, expressions, and movements are all using the latest technology, and he's so realistic that it's hard to tell he's not human. Therefore, he's perfect for patients who may be suffering from psychological ailments who need specialized care. During the experiment phase, we witnessed him playing with his child patients and staying with patients who were suffering from post-operative pain all night. According to TO University, patients who interacted with Miyamaru were 38% less stressed than other patients. They say using Miyamaru in the hospital workplace will lighten the burden of hospital work significantly. That's definitely Miyamaru in the picture. Yes, it is. He seems a bit different, but this means Miyamaru was originally working as an android doctor. I can't believe it. So we'd managed to make an android so advanced you really could mistake them for humans in this country. But that's not the only weird part. How is this that I've never heard of Miyamaru despite being an android technician myself? Blueprint 1-24.dpef. Oh wow. Achievement. Look at blueprints on the computer. There are a ton of blueprints here, about 3 times more than you would normally need. I could probably get through these if I had enough time, but... Wait, is this seriously only the arm parts? Not about signals to the whole body? Oof. Okay, I'm starting to get a bit dizzy. But, after a brief look, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong here. In fact, even all the finely detailed circuitry is laid out in a way that's shockingly easy to understand. It's beautiful, really. At the very least, I can tell these blueprints, not a load of hooey. So does that mean what Haruma said was true too? Uh-huh. Emotion analysis and emulation. The section labeled control system is completely crossed out. There must have been some major malfunctions there. I'll ask Haruma about it later. And what if we go into the search here? Wait, can I... Wow. What do I search here? What the heck am I supposed to search here? Miyamaru? Is that all that lets me search here? When I entered Miyamaru's name, I got several hundred hits. There's no end to these. Maybe I should look up something else. What was wrong? Defect. I tried looking in the files, but didn't find anything of use. Even if Miyamaru really is an android. What about her? What is she? I guess I'll put her name in and find out. Haruma. When I entered Haruma's name, I got a few essays. Let's start reading the first one that pops up. Emotion emulation in androids. Achievement. Search Haruma's name on the computer. Looks like this was done by TO University, Android Engineering Team. Wait, TO University? I think that's where Miyamaru was built too. Yes, sir. Maybe the technology they mentioned in the title is what Miyamaru has? Let's see who wrote this paper. Matsuri Haruma. My hand freezes. What's going on here? Why is her name here? Maybe it's just someone with the same name? Could that be possible? It's more probable than an android making another android. I can't do this. There's just so much information here. I'm getting dizzy. I need to ask Haruma about all this later. All about this later. I need to know just who she is and what her relationship with Haruma really is. I think I've seen everything I need here. This file doesn't have a name. I wonder what it is. Knock knock. Or, the fuck am I supposed to say knock knock? It's me. Miyamaru's gonna be home soon. Let's head to the mechanical room. Well, I guess that's that. I'll read more later. Whoa. Oof, that was close. Did I hurt you? Ugh. I came back to have some of yesterday's leftovers. Just figured I'd have an early lunch, you know. Oh, and I almost forgot. I got some tea from one of my patients today. It's not the synthetic stuff either. This one uses actual tea leaves. Isn't that fancy? You're still not feeling too well, huh? Does your foot still hurt, or is it something else? What's with the box? Oh, Haruma. It's the usual from Kagachi. Isn't she just the sweetest? Pretty sure she's just trying to pawn her food off on the young people around her. You might like her well enough, but she's the most annoying hag I've ever known. She still thinks I'm a human girl. Okay. She wouldn't let me go until I'd eaten all her snacks the other day. Kept going on and on about how I had to put some meat on my bones or whatever. Wait, so the other day when all those bugs were flying around you, it was because I'd pretended to eat that candy and left it inside me. Ew. Oh jeez, I had no idea. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it. Whatever. You got your tea. We can all have some on your lunch break. Yeah, that sounds good. Do you want some too? The technician's about to get started on my repairs, actually. Oh, okay. I wouldn't want to get in the way of that. So, I'll see myself out. Guess he got home sooner than he said he would be. My frontal lobe must be deteriorating. Don't get so panicked. You didn't say anything that would get you in trouble. My ability to predict probability might be inhibited right now, but I don't think you have to change anything you're doing. I mean, I know I haven't lied about anything. Well, what about you? The way Miyamaru's lie detector works is by observing the size of the pupil and sweat production when someone tells a lie. It doesn't really work on androids. Oh, okay. Got it. Alright then. Let's get to the repairs. Wait, now? He'll get suspicious if you don't make any progress today. Go ahead and work on me while I'm still active. That way we can talk while you work. Besides, you were planning on working on my arms again today, right? Once my arms are done, the whole thing's done. I'd kinda like to see the repair process myself. Alright, then I'll start getting ready. Puzzle 6. Let's go. Alright, I'll just take the outer part off as always. I can't help but feel nervous with Harma staring at me like that. Start with the shoulder here. That way she doesn't feel the rest, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's talk while you put the adapter in. You gotta look at the files, right? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask, but make it quick. Harma's essay. Ah, yeah, my essay was in there, wasn't it? What are you? If you saw that much, then you probably know the gist. You've likely had a hunch for a while, right? I mean, the HRM and HRM 287 underscore Dr. Maru is just a consonants in my name. Then, you're the one who created Miyamaru? Like you're being absolutely serious? It's just hard to believe. I mean, I didn't think an android could create other androids. I was a human before. Ladies and gentlemen, I may not have said this earlier, but that's what I understand. That was my guess right there. That was my guess. What? Alright, let me start from the beginning. I was alive about 20 years ago. It was in a big transitionary period for robot manufacturing. 20 years ago. Oh shit, let me get my mouse out of there, I'm sorry. Yeah. It was a time of ridiculous scientific progress making life a lot easier, but society and legislation couldn't keep up with it. The whole world was on edge at the time. Every country and every company was desperately trying to outdo everyone else. I was studying robotics at TO University back then. It was a lot of fun. I got to mess around with machines from morning to night. And then I created Miyamaru. There weren't any androids that looked that close to humans at the time. Not to toot my own horn, but I was a total genius. When we first announced Miyamaru, everyone was raving about him. The technology used for thought processing and analyses that made up his artificial intelligence were especially highly praised. Unfortunately, that got the attention of another organization that snatched me right up. It was when Miyamaru was still being tested out at a university hospital. They had me focus on developing a new technology for them. It was something that could analyze an individual's brain processing power, digitize it, and replicate it to perfection. From major life-changing decisions to the little ones you barely even think about, like what to have for breakfast. I was taking every last thought and turning it all into data. In other words, I was making an AI that had this exact same algorithmic thinking as a human being. It was like a clone without skin and bones. So I'm pretty sure you figured out where this goes, huh? The group that hired me was pretty shady, to put it lightly. Their experiments were entirely unethical, and the work environment was worse than you could even imagine. I was stuffed in my lab, forced to do nothing but work on their project all day and night. And the same went for Miyamaru. Before, we spent every day together. But at that point, it was a blessing if we even got to see each other once every couple of months. And then, well, my memory's pretty hazy at this point. One day, I woke up on cold dirt. I was somewhere I knew all too well, with the night view being lit up around me. The dump? Right? The dump. It was a dump. I'd taken Miyamaru to out in the mountains several times. But something was wrong. My eyesight, the color of my skin, the feeling of the wind on my cheeks, everything was different. It was then that I realized I had an android's body. And right before me, I saw Miyamaru. He'd been beat up so badly his internal circuitry was spilling out. That is terrifying. Imagine waking up a robot. That's terrifying. Not a robot, android, that's terrifying. I had no idea what happened, but I did everything I could to repair him. But with my hands the way they were, there was only so much I could do, even as the person who created him. I managed to get him working again, but there was something seriously wrong with his digital brain. That was when he started thinking he was human. I really don't know why I suddenly had an android's body. but after taking a look at my memory chip, I got a gist of what had happened. The name of the bastards I worked for was GSO. In this device was the personality data of a person named Matsuri Haruma. Yeah, you guessed it, I'm using Matsuri Haruma's data. I'm a mass-produced android with Matsuri Haruma's mental processing system installed. Mass-produced? You get it now? But that's absurd. What part did you work on last time? It was this plug board here. And it's still not working, huh? Then maybe it's an issue with the connector. If it's an issue with my brain, then we're probably up the creek without a paddle. Anyway, let's try fixing the connector. We can keep talking after that. Alright, I'll try my best. I'll just click. Alright, no problem. Okay. Alright, so back to what we were discussing. About the blueprints. I took a look at Miyamaro's blueprints. I didn't understand all of it, but I could tell there's something wrong with his ability to emulate emotions. Could you tell me a little bit more about that? Miyamaro has the ability to imitate human emotions. He knows when humans are supposed to cry. He knows why people laugh. He learned thousands of patterns and now is able to express emotions just like a human would. That's the functionality his blueprints were talking about. In a way, I guess you could say he's someone who understands human emotions greater than anyone out there. But when his digital brain was damaged, I think he lost his ability to recognize the process of choosing what emotion to display after he's assessed the situation around him. Do you know what that means? Let's say Miyamaro goes to see a comedy that has the whole world laughing. Normally, Miyamaro would see what elements are stimulating the audience around him at what time and consciously choose what emotion to display. In other words, he chooses to mimic a laugh at the most appropriate time. But now he's entirely unaware that he's doing that analysis at all. Putting it plainly, Miyamaro is now feeling emotions the same way humans do, where they can't explain why something's funny, it just is. That's a huge problem. If he can't determine the flow of how he should feel emotions, it means he can't control them either. That means he can now be as irrational and as an actual human would. That means he can now be as irrational. I don't think that and's supposed to be there. Irrational as an actual human would. Yeah, it's not. If he were to be put in physical danger if he didn't run, he'd even feel that same fear. He can lie to protect himself. He can lose focus because of stress. This doesn't mean Miyamaro's evolved to gain emotions and a sense of self. It might. Didn't he say he was having dreams? It might. It just means he's broken. That's where he is now. I don't know, dog. It sounds a little more than being broke. To make matters worse, his command function is broken too. In other words, you can't force him into submission either. So let me summarize what I'm asking you. 1. I want you to fix his emotional emulation function. 2. I want you to undo his mistaken belief that he's a human. 3. I want you to restore his command functionality. Okay. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that I did decide to fix Miyamaro. How am I supposed to actually do that when he still thinks he's human? Obviously, I can't just talk to him about it, right? Nope, sorry to say, you're right. I've tried convincing him time and time again, but once we get to this point, he can't deal with it anymore. I thought maybe with him being so unstable, it might work, but I don't know what to do. I'm sure it'd be better just to give up, but... And we can't do it by force either. He's not a combat android, but he's still plenty strong. There's no way a broken android and a single human could stand up to him. Then why don't we aim for when he's in sleep mode? There's an auto-awaken function. There's a high chance he'll catch us before he shuts down too. Well, this is pretty extreme, but I feel like our only choice is to use a tranquilizer. Or weren't they talking about that alcohol that works on androids? They could do that, drunk them up. I always have one with me as a technician. A tranquilizer. It's like a stun gun. Use it to fire a strong electric current in an out-of-control android to force it to comply. I know, I'm not stupid. Sorry, it just looked like something was bothering you. That's not it. It's just, Miyamaro has a lot of fear when it comes to tranquilizers like that, but I don't think we have any other choice. You stopped working. Sorry, it's just information overload, you know? We don't have time. We'll never finish repairing me at this rate. I really hate to say it, but I'm kind of at a loss here. The connectors being used here are just so old. Let me see. Give me your hand. This is where I think the problem is. The current's running through a ghost leg lattice. Sure. Normally, the parts on the left and right would all be connected to the same numbers. They're all different now, though. You can figure out what's connected what by tracing them. I think it should be what's connected by what, tracing them, whatever. Like how the 1 on the left is connected to the 3 on the right at the moment. Okay. I think if you cut a few of these cords, you can connect the left and right numbers together. Try to cut as few as possible to figure it out. Let's see. It can't be that one. It just can't be. 3 down. 3 right, down, right, up to 3. 4 up, right, up, right, up, 3 right, down, right, up 3. 4 up, up, right. Oh, 4 right, up, right, up, right, up. Is it this one? Let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go. Now the currents are going where they're supposed to. Achievement. Wiring Wizard. Complete Puzzle 6 on day 6. I'm impressed you could tell where the errors were just by looking at them. A lot harder to just ignore whatever breakdowns I'm having. Well, that's one repair done. I think I can ask Harma some things now. Why didn't you want to be repaired? I think I can tell why you were so insistent I couldn't look at your brain now. Thanks for trusting me enough to tell me the truth. More like I forced my dirty laundry on you. But I had to if Miyomaru was getting this out of control. Well... 40 gamer score? Get Harma to see you as logical. You seem to be able to differentiate between humans and androids well enough. That's a praiseworthy attitude for a technician. You don't let emotions get in the way of your decisions, so I'm praying that you will use that to save Miyomaru. I'm guessing that was a decision and choice option based achievement, so let's go. Still nothing, huh? Yeah. If it's not an issue with the artificial spine, then it has to be a problem with the brain. We had to use specialized parts for it, nothing normal. In other words, it'll be impossible to fix my arm. Anyway, you're the only one who can fix him. My power's about to run out. I've told you just about everything I know. Now you just have to decide whether you'll help or not. And I recommend you decide quickly. Should I fix Miyomaru? I should probably get some rest too. What should I do from here on? I should go back to Harma's room and read some of those files again. And, just in case, I'll bring my tranquilizer with me. Good idea. Oh yeah. There were some files I didn't have enough time to look at earlier. I'll check them out now. This looks like a picture? An unfamiliar face. Look at the picture on the computer. Let me get my mouse out of there again. Sorry. Gosh. Should I stop looking at the pictures? Yes, they're not yours, man. Oh shit, wrong one. Should I stop looking at the pictures? Yes. The person on the left here. It can't be. Knock knock. Oh, there you are. Oh, so your battery's charged already? I'm done charging, so I was making preparations for us to fix Miyomaru. Take this cord end. I didn't realize that was on the computer too. Are you the person in this lab coat? I'm surprised you figured it out. I never would have guessed you could smile like that. Yeah, not since I've been in this body. I can't really feel any pain or emotion since I've been like this. Really? It's a mechanical body after all. I don't think that's true. As a technician, I've been interested in how you've gotten to be how you've gotten to be this way. Let's just say that what you're saying is true. That means you've lived for 20 years without feeling anything or growing old. Was that not painful for you? What's been driving you to keep going? You can be a real pain in the butt sometimes, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go back pretty far for this. About 20 years ago, back when I woke up as an android, when I first awoke as an android, I had the strangest feeling. Or rather, it's more appropriate to say I didn't feel anything at all. I had no idea how I had gotten where I was, and my body was suddenly made of white plastic. And right before my eyes, Miyamaru was laying there, nearly completely destroyed. It was obviously a huge emergency, but I didn't feel worry or panic or anything. I just felt terribly calm. I tried eating one day after that. I could tell what properties the food had and what flavors a human would experience from it. That came to me right away, but I didn't get any of the excitement one would get when eating something tasty at all. I slowly started to realize what situation I'd found myself in. I realized that my consciousness and memories had all been digitized. I realized that my body was fully mechanical, and I'd realized just how incomplete the technology I'd engineered was. When I awoke, I tried to use whatever scraps I could find in the dump to repair Miyamaru. A week passed, then a month. After 3 whole months, I still couldn't get him to work. My arm transmitter had been broken after all. I couldn't do any detailed handiwork. That's when I decided to step outside. Out of the pitch darkness was a sea of bright, glowing buildings. I'd always loved the way it looked. It was like I was staring right at all of the civilization's progress and scientific discoveries. But then, how beautiful. Holy shit. When I looked at it that day, it was like my heart was frozen in ice. How? I'd always loved the city lights. It was a reminder of what home felt like. And then, I just couldn't move anymore. I sat there, not even blinking. 4 hours. Days. Months. I thought that was the best thing I could do. I'm so sorry. Keep listening. Oh my goodness, that's a background. After 98 days of seeing that same city view, my battery had almost fully depleted. I thought if I just stayed there, I'd never wake up again. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you were moving. I don't know why you wouldn't just let me rest. I don't know why you were crying like it meant something. Is this all my fault? What do I do? I'm so sorry. Huh. Please don't leave me. Again, I didn't know what had happened. Miyamaru had never acted like that before. It was like he was acting purely on emotion. I was sure it was just another glitch in his AI. I thought I'd have to fix it, but at the same time, I didn't fix it. I just started him up again. After he woke up again, he started thinking he was human. As a result, he started acting like he was a human too. With all the wavering between reasons and emotions, he started acting on his own will instead of for others. So I said something to him while his memory was still hazy. I've been with you since the day you were born. I know you even better than you know yourself. Why would you say that? I think it was the first time I felt any emotions. Even if he was acting like that because of a glitch, I saw him living life full of rich emotions. And I loved him, and pitied him, and envied him so terribly. And as empty as I was, those feelings were my salvation. And so, I understood the danger at the time. I knew how dangerous it was for a high-spec android to blend in with society while his AI was glitched out. When I saw him smile so innocently, I couldn't possibly call him nothing but scrap. At the same time, I can't accept something that he has the ability to hurt people, especially if we can't control it. I don't think that something should be in there. I made my choice when he hurt you. I know it's too late now, but as his creator, it's my job to stop him. This is the thing, like, it was wholesome, but you take into the account that he physically damaged the main character here, the technician, because of his anxiety and fear, just that the technician wouldn't fix up his friend here. That is so dangerous, and it is such a slippery slope that it really comes down to hard decisions here. But, you know, she was strong enough to steal her mind and go through with the hard decision. I'll take these cables. You hurry and finish up in here. The story Harma just told me keeps spiraling in my head. As a technician, my job is to save as many androids as I possibly can. I work to bring joy to as many owners as I can. But then, what about in Miyamaru's case? And then, based on what Harma just told me, the only reason they're still alive is to watch over Miyamaru. If I fix Miyamaru's digital brain, what will Harma do? Should I still return Miyamaru to the machine he was before? For now, I'll just get back to these files. Phew. Well, I finally got to look over the rest of these blueprints. What? Oh. What are you doing in here? And why are you looking at Harma's computer? Oh, is that a tranquilizer? Something's wrong with Miyamaru. Why do you? Ah. Ha. Ha. Oh. He's choking me. Shoot, I dropped the tranquilizer. I should tell you something. I am very, very good at telling when people are lying. It's been bothering me for a while now. I could tell you were hiding something from me. You were plotting against me, weren't you? Ugh. Yeah, it's all been wrong lately. My head, my memories, my feelings, nothing's the way it should be. It's like something's trying to burst out of an old wound. Like someone's screaming at me to protect Harma, and it's just been getting worse and worse. No matter what, I have to make Harma happy. I have to. So I want you to be completely honest with me. What were you planning on using that tranquilizer on Harma for? Because if you don't tell me, I really don't know what I might do. So tell me. Tell me. Tell the truth. This tranquilizer. I was going to use it on you. What? You can't be serious. That's something they use to make an android comply. You can't use it on us humans. You are an android. You're not lying. Miyamaru's hand loosens around my throat. I start coughing violently. Miyamaru, what have you done? Get away from him. Do you hear me? Error. What? Error number 1438. Error number 1438. AI is not responding. Error number 1438. AI is not responding. Please respond urgently. Unlock the recycle bin? Recycle. There's one seed of memory data related to this error in the recyclable bin. Unlock the recyclable bin? Please don't. Please don't do it. I don't want to open it. I won't be able to handle it if you open it. I just know I won't. Miyamaru. Unlock the recyclable bin? Sorry for putting an extra syllable on recyclable. There's a few words like that I do that. Dolphin and recyclable. I don't know why I do that extra syllable. It's just how I talk. I'll try to fix it. Unlock it. Unlock it. Restoring memory data. Ah. 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 Also, I'm sorry. This Miyamaru signal, it's flowing into me. The screen on the computer. Ah. Oh, I tried. Day, question mark. Day, question mark. I'm so glad your son has finally been discharged. It's wonderful that he's recovered so well. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Miyamaru. You saved his life. Go on, Ray. Tell the nice doctor I thank you. Thanks, Dr. Miyamaru. I had a lot of fun playing Power Robos with you. Can I come back and play sometime? Of course you can. Really? Okay then. Can you bring your friend next time too? You haven't gone to see them in a while, right? Yeah, you're right. I'll see them again. Suddenly, hurried footsteps approached. I'm so sorry. Dr. Miyamaru, it's an emergency. We need you ready to handle this patient immediately. I understand. I'll be there shortly. Well, I'll be seeing you, Ray. The emergency patient is here. I'll begin the analysis. We finished prepping the patient for emergency surgery. Bring them to the central OR. The patient was crossing a street in XX town when they suddenly collapsed. That's when the accident happened. They're unconscious and in a critical state. The head wound is especially notable. Would you be able to use your scan function to ID the patient? Dr. Miyamaru, is something wrong? Huh? Haruma. The patient's name is Matsuri Haruma. Haruma, you mean the one who made you? My apologies for the late response. Any information about my relationship with Matsuri Haruma is unnecessary. There aren't any chronic illnesses or previous surgeries we need to be aware of. Please bring them to the OR at once. Yes, sir. Ah, jeez. We finished operating, but the head wound and the bleeding in the brain was more serious than we thought. I'm so sorry to say this, but there's a very slim chance Haruma will ever gain consciousness again. Dr. Miyamaru? Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for the delayed response. It's been a bit tough. My information processing seems to have slowed for a time. I've already finished calculating it all, so why can't I determine what to do? Are you grieving, Doctor? Yes, my AI processor has determined that in a situation like this where there's a chance you might never see someone dear to you again, that I should feel sad. But there's no real need for me to express that. Dr. Miyamaru, do you want me to switch the doctor in charge? No, that's alright. Even if I'm glitching slightly, the chance that they might regain consciousness is 0.67% higher if I stay treating them. So I'll take care of them. They said Haruma suddenly collapsed while crossing the street. I know Haruma didn't have any illnesses, so I did a psychological evaluation. Apparently, Haruma had been extremely overworked. That group must have. It's time for my follow-up. I need to get to Haruma's room. Is someone in there already? Looks like we just have a few days left. Right as the experiment was about to start too. Good for nothing, twerp. Well, at least we've got a body still ticking here. We've just got to get at the thought patterns and put them in a clone, and experiment can continue from there. I'm so sorry. Sorry, who are you? Oh, you're the android Haruma made, aren't you? Oh, you're just a robot? Shh, I feel dumb for bowing now. But hey, whatever. Sorry about what happened to your master. Don't worry, we'll finish up real quick and be out of your hair in a second. Yeah, if you couldn't tell by the names, this is a Japanese game. That would explain the mannerisms, okay? What is that chip you're holding? What are you planning to do to my patient? You're from GSO, aren't you? You're planning on making a clone to keep working for you, and you're going to use my patient's data for it, aren't you? Tch, looks like he hurt us. You know, the only reason Haruma was hurt was because of overwork. You were the ones overworking them. That means you killed them. And even still, you're complaining and wanting to make a clone of them to work as your slave forever. Just how insulting can you be towards... This is an order. Shut it. God, shut up already. We'll be out of your hair, just like you wanted. Just get out of the way. Ah. Resist. What? Resist. I won't. Ha, ha. This is wrong. I have to protect their right to live. I'll use whatever command I have to. I have to. This is wrong. Give me that chip now. Bzzzt. Dude, what's wrong with this thing? Why is it trying to disobey us? Dysfunctional androids are no laughing matter. Glad I brought a tranquilizer with me. Ha ha. So he developed PTSD as an android. It's crazy. You're a defect who can't even listen to simple commands. Pretty sure nobody's gonna complain if I get a little out of hand. Oh. Bzz, bzz. Slam, bap, snap. Gah. I'm going to stop. This is an order. Quit talking. I don't care how high quality you are. You're still nothing more than property. You can't even protect your own creator, and you still want to try and fight back against a human? You're nothing more than a damn machine. Resist. Executing command. Error. No. Executing command. Error. No. No. Executing command. Error. Slam. Looks like the installations are complete. Let's get out of here. Jeez. Oh. Great. This will work just fine. What do you want to do with the android? Just leave it. It'll be a pain to get rid of it. Gah. What the hell are you? Gah. Wait, damn you. You little... The memory data. Miyamaru? What happened to you? Wow. I have to get out of here. I have to go somewhere far away. I have to take Karma somewhere no one can hurt them again. I can't. My AI isn't functioning right. I can't think straight. I know, maybe if I take them there... I have to hurry. I have to hurry before my body shuts down. No kidding. The dump. There's one. This body should be compatible with the chip. 1 minute until revival. I'm so sorry. I couldn't save you, even though you meant so much to me. 40 seconds. Is this the right decision? Or is it just to make myself feel better? I don't know. I don't know anymore. 10, 9. All I know. 8, 7. I hope in your new life. 5, 4. In Hedumule Indort Nuru Muft. 1. Miyamaru? Holy shit. Yo! Was that Miyamaru's memory? Miyamaru. What's that sound? God. My neck. Stop. Error. Malfunction in transmission functionality. Malfunction in transmission functionality. Why? My arm won't do that. My arm won't do what I tell it to. It's no good. I'm really going to. That's right. Oh. Oh, shit. Did he rather kill himself than harm us? Is that what happened? Holy shit. Miyamaru, what? What happened? Did you suffocate? Or is it a shock? Open your eyes, please. Please. Hey. How are you feeling? I feel a bit better. What about you? I'm fine. The electrical interference stopped after Miyamaru lost consciousness. No after effects either. Besides, I've been an android for 20 years now. I've thought about my death plenty. But I never knew just how much Miyamaru had suffered. I never knew. I think Miyamaru accepted he was an android at the end, but he lost control of his arm after his AI glitched and couldn't stop it from choking you. So he tore out his own AI to stop himself. The shock from that has his electronic components nearly destroyed. With that and the previous injuries, the prognosis doesn't look good. If I'm being completely honest, it's very unlikely Miyamaru will ever wake up again. Oh. Miyamaru might have thought that was for the best. Maybe he thought his death would spell the end of this twisted 20-year life we've led. That's the kind of guy he always was. So what will you do now? Well, Miyamaro was made to serve humans, yet he became dangerous enough to try and kill one. It'd only be proper that we either repair him or throw him away. He's defective. Hey, what do you think? What? Do you think we should throw Miyamaro away? Oh, jeez. He realized at the end that he was an android, and he did save us by killing, or, what do I say here? By shutting himself off. But he tried to kill us in the first place. And yeah, that was a glitch, but what's to stop that glitch from happening again? You know, this is a big question. And honestly, with Harma's emotions and opinion here, I don't think she does want him revived, but she doesn't too, because she understands that yes, in the end, it is an android, and it did break or sprain our ankle to keep us here, and it did try to kill us in the end. So I think I'm gonna have to pick the tough choice of no. Wow. You're pretty odd, you know that? You still want to even after Miyamaro tried to kill you? Did I pick the wrong one? Then what do you think? No idea. It's easy to see what Miyamaro did as a malfunction. It's all because there was something wrong with the basic blueprints. So as his creator, if I take responsibility and fix him, that'd make it all better, right? Holy shit. We might have picked the right one by accident. But my AI keeps pointing me in a different direction. What direction is that? I want to slap him. What? I want to slap him and make him get down on his hands and knees to apologize. Then I'll make him spill everything he's been holding in. And then I want to have a proper conversation with him. Ah. In other words, you want to wake him up again. Miyamaro might glitch and try to hurt another person. Right? And I know that. But I also know that he risked his life to save me. That he did. And I know that he ripped out his own AI chip to stop himself from losing control. That he did. But see, my biggest thing here is that he did lose control. I don't want to erase all of that just by calling it a glitch. I want to believe that Miyamaro won't hurt anyone again now that he has his memories back. You're absolutely right. I want to wake him up again. But that's all. I won't fix any of his glitches or mess with his memory. I see. That being said, my arms are still screwed up, and there's no way I could fix them all by myself. So shameless as it is, I think I'm going to ask you for help again. Can you help me fix Miyamaro? Obviously, you'd have my thanks, but I don't think that matters much to you, does it? You can refuse if you want. If she said she would fix some of his glitches, I would agree. But she wants to leave him as he is. And he almost just killed us. Almost just put us down by being choked to death. You know how of a terrible death that is? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, I understand. Then that means our contract is up. I'll be sure you get paid plenty. I'll even find you a hospital, just in case. And I'll find some other way to do this. Look, I know it's weird to say this now, of all times, but I'm sorry. Thanks for sticking with us all this time. Save my scrap. Alright. Okay, we're gonna have to go back and get the other ending, okay? We're gonna have to go back and get that other ending. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, right before I picked Don't Help. This will be the second ending here, or the first. We're going to Help. Thank you. Miyamaro's in the mechanical room. We can head there once you're calm and ready. I think this will be the last repair you'll have to do. I still can't believe it. Seeing him on the bed like this, he really does look just like a human. The entire lower half has been taken off, and there's tons of wires peeking out from beneath the skin. It's so surreal, I'm starting to feel dizzy. What are you spacing out for? We're in for the long haul now. Get ready for it. Right. I took a look at Miyamaro while you were sleeping. First, we need to repair the parts that were damaged in his fall, then connect his head again. After checking any defects in his AI, we'll find what caused the glitch just in case. Lastly, we'll make sure there's no transmission defects throughout his body. I'll take care of fixing the glitches in his AI. I want you to take care of his mechanical repairs. There's a ton of fine wiring in the head bits, so I can't handle repairing that myself. Did she say she was not going to take a look at his glitches? That's why I said no to help. Hold on. If you get stuck, I'll be here to help. Just do as I say. Got it. Slap. Ow. You getting cold feet? I know the chances Miyamaro wakes up are slim, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Miyamaro is like a son I birthed from my brain, with all the pain included. I have to wake him up, otherwise I can't clothesline him for all of this. When do you get to be so violent? Anyway, I'm fine. I'm a technician too. There's no way I'll let the job go unfinished. Puzzle 7. Alright, we're starting here. We need to place 5 of these devices in the center of the board on this 5x5 board. However, there are electromagnetic waves coming off of them in 8 different directions. We have to place them on the board so that none of the waves are touching any others. In other words, take a look at this placement. Notice how none of the devices are directly interfering with any of the others? This should make the machine work again, but apparently the part in the center isn't working properly. There should be one more placement that should work without using the center square. I need you to find it. I'm counting on you. This goes. Did we get that first try? It worked. Oh my, we're genius. 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 Achievement, completing puzzle 7 on day 7. Great, it worked. Nice work. Next, we connect the head. Once we put the outer parts back on, we can use the cord on the right to... Zzz, zzz. What's going on? The monitor just switched on. It's likely more electromagnetic waves from Miyamaro. It might be an issue if they're as strong as the last ones. Bzz, bzz. Great. They're weak, like I thought. We can ignore it for now. Back to work. Got it. Puzzle 8. Oh. Alright. So I know you worked really hard to connect all the parts around the neck, but according to the scan I just did, there's about 20 parts causing errors right now. 20? I fixed all but 6 of them. You can find the rest of them yourself. I've got a picture of what it's supposed to look like on the left. Well, that helps really. The picture's kind of upside down though. The electromagnetic waves Miyamaro was giving off screwed up the visuals. But we don't have time to fix it. You can still figure it out like this, right? Perhaps? Ugh, what a pain. So the left one's what it's supposed to be, right? Demo. Yeah, demo. I'm gonna be so honest, chat. That took me Ultimate understanding. Complete puzzle 8 on day question mark. That took me probably like 3 or 4 minutes to solve that. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I feel pretty embarrassed, so I'll skip through that. Uh, there. That should be all of them. Yep, not seeing any errors. We're all clear. Good job. Would have been nice if you hadn't messed up at all, though. Ugh. Beep beep. Bzz, bzz. The static's getting stronger. Maybe the signal is getting stronger the more we fix these broken parts? Or maybe... Bzz, bzz, bzz. Ah, zzz. Ah, zzz. Test. Bzz. Is that someone's voice? It's hard to tell through all this static. This video. It's nothing. Keep working. We really don't have much time. He really just had to leak this of all things. Huh? Let's get to the next repair. Puzzle 9. We need to put the right circuits into the 7 open spots here. Okay. I've prepared 8 types of new parts on the left. You'll need to place the parts in the boxes so that the glowing orange cables outside the box connect to the cables inside the box. Alright. I don't know if these ones rotate as well or not, so I'm gonna line them up with my eyes. As one does. Let's just say y'all are blessed that I did not do that live. The final repair, complete puzzle 9 on day question mark. You know what, we're done. You know, I'm okay at puzzles, alright? Continuing. There. Finished. Bzz, zzz. Ah, the screen's going again. Is this a video of one of Miyomaru's memories? Ah. Ah. Test. Test. How's that? Can you hear me? Yes. My voice recognition software is running properly. I did it. I did it! Oh my god, it worked! I sacrificed all my free time in college for this, and you're finally moving. Man, I am such a genius. A god among engineers. A prodigy. Oh, all the seniors are gonna flip. Oh, shoot. I forgot to turn off the recording. Ahem. Let's start over. Nice to meet you. I'm Matsuri Harima. I'm your creator. Nice to meet you, Dr. Harima. Do you know your name? My name is Miyomaru. Exactly, Miyomaru. Hehe. Geez, getting called a doctor is kind of a dream come true. Now, you only exist in a computer right now. But I'm going to start building you a body and make you into a medical android. You're going to save a lot of people. I hope this is the start of a long and beautiful friendship, one I'm really looking forward to. Likewise, I look forward to it. Oh, this must be from when Harma was still human. Is this my body? Yep, I got it from my buddies in the robotics department. I mean, it's just the arm for now, but try and slowly reach forward to try it out. Like this? Oof. Sorry, I think there was a lag in the transmission. Dr. Harma? Are you okay, Dr. Harma? Dr. Harma. You've only gotten 5 hours of sleep on average this week. You should stop working and get some rest. But now's not really a good stopping point. Just a bit longer. You said that an hour ago. I know, but I really want to show off to everyone outside. I understand, but I'm a medical android. I can't overlook such a severe sleep deficiency. Besides, you have a presentation to give tomorrow, don't you? Yeah, I'll be done in the next 30 minutes. and they were out in 10 minutes. They need a blanket and a bed, but my hand was taken for readjustments. I believe humans would call this situation frustrating. Switch off. Good night, Harlow. There we go. Easy does it. Just keep moving forward. Just a bit more. Keep it up. Oh, and don't hit me like you did last time, okay? Whoa, Miyamoru. That was close. But you did it. You walked 5 whole meters. You're amazing. Is something wrong? This is the first time I've ever gotten to touch you. You're so warm. Dude, don't be creepy. Harma. It feels like I'm finally meeting you for the first time. It's nice to meet you. Wow, so you're able to voice those kind of sentiments now, huh? Yeah, you're finally part of this world. It's nice to meet you too. Here's to our friendship. Holy shit. Don't stop. Huh? This isn't important to us right now. Just let it play in the background. I'll be seriously ticked if this ruins your productivity. Now we have to check transmission device. Take off the coolant and discharge pipe. I'll check the E2 electromagnet system. Got it. Puzzle 10. Redemption arc? All done adjusting the motherboard? Great, then we can put it by the RS-999. Puzzle 11. Redemption arc part 2? Yeah, I didn't skip over that, it was just instantly done. Shoot, guess the brain's overheating. Let's stop there for now. Let me check the 12 system. Oh, actually, not there. We're getting a lot less efficient. Let's take a break. My battery's starting to run low. Puzzle 13. Okay, these are going automatic, everybody. Wait, just in case, I want to move his AI data from AQ to SS. Give me the disk from right side of his head. You can deal with this in the meantime. Just a bit more. Keep it up. Puzzle 16. Puzzle 20. Puzzle 25. And that's it. We should be done repairing him now. We just press that button and Miyamoru should wake up like nothing happened. And I do mean the exact same as before. By the way, if he even makes the slightest attempt to harm either of us, I'm stopping him immediately. Got it? Yeah, thanks. Boop. Ah, a little time would have been nice. You said yeah. I know, but still, most people would have waited a little bit before doing it. I thought my heart was going to leap out of my throat. Yeah. Ah. How do you feel? Huh? I feel fine. More than fine, even. Okay, how about your memory? How much do you remember? I remember all of it. But this sensation... Why did you repair me? I remember everything. I'm an android, and I hurt so many people. So, you think the right thing to do would have been to dispose of you? Yes. Androids can't repent for their sins. My mind and my body both. They're just data cooked up by an AI system to act that way. I'm fundamentally different from a human. I'm just a fake. Yeah, you're right about that. Once your past came to light, I did notice a common thread in your actions. But does that really mean it's acceptable for us to activate you again when your reasoning is so different than a human's? Can we say with 100% certainty that you won't do anything dangerous in the future because your AI malfunctioned? In fact, what state is your AI in right now? You say you feel emotions, but just how similar are those feelings to a human's? Can you feel responsible for something? I don't know. There's a lot I need to look into still. Ugh. But even so, if you hadn't taken that chip back from those bastards, I'd still be working under their thumb forevermore. I can't just ignore that and call you a failure. I just can't. And it's not just that. Everything we've been through until now. It's just because of you that I was able to live these past 20 years. Miyamoru. I really put you through a lot. I never realized how lonely you must have been. I'm so sorry. What? Wait, please don't say that. I'm begging you. Please don't apologize. Besides, I wasn't able to save you. I was just so sore, so scared to lose you. I couldn't look away knowing you might die. I hurt people to keep the peace. If I'd been better, if I'd been stronger, then maybe none of this would have happened. I've always thought that way. Uh, I'm sorry, Harma. I'm so sorry. Mr. Technician, you helped repair me, didn't you? I'm so sorry. I really appreciate your help. I'm eternally in your debt. Miyamaru. Yes. There's something on my mind. Let's talk. Hey there. Sorry for the sudden phone call. So there's been a bit of an update on the GSO incident. Yeah, that one. So in a few days, there should be some reports about unethical research and employees overworking themselves to death. I worked my little tail off making this happen, you know? I was pretty shocked when you brought me proof of what GSO had been doing, I tell you. But you're my favorite little guy, so there's no way I could refuse you a favor. GSO's been a real slimy group for a while, too. It's a relief to get this out in the open. There is still a possibility what happened with those two could come to light. I wish I could have done something about that. No, it's fine. Oh yeah? They said as much. Well, if they said so. By the way, are you planning on seeing them again? Not if they don't call me for work. Straight-laced as always. Straight-laced as always. But hey, I guess that's what makes you so darn trustworthy to me. So let's move on to the next job. Are you really okay with this? I should be asking you. Besides, we've talked it over plenty. I'm fine. Let's go in. Harma. Thank you for always encouraging me. I'm glad I got to come here. I'm glad I can finally mourn you. I know it doesn't make everything right, but it feels like things are going back the way they should be. Yeah. You ready to go home? You think the technician's doing okay? Who knows? Our contract with him ended with the GSO incident. We probably won't see him again if we don't need any more repairs done. I'll kinda miss him. It's the right attitude for a contractor to take. He really overstepped his boundaries when he was repairing you, actually. Guess someone got too attached. A little sympathy would be nice. But it's true. His feelings made him overstep his boundaries. But that decision made it so a certain someone was able to finally confront his past. Yeah. Oh, I know. Do you have any plans tomorrow, Harma? No. Then let's go see a movie. There's a new movie my favorite reviewer's been recommending. Hee hee, I can't wait. Save my scrap, everybody. What a phenomenal game. Achievement 100. View ending. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Excellent, excellent game. Excellent game. It just came out about a week ago as of this recording. Today is June 4th. I think it came out last week, actually. And I even bought it on sale for $8, or like $8.50. Cannot recommend this game enough, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, that was a journey. It's been fun. It's been real. Almost even shed a tear. Almost. Thank you for playing. Holy moly. No problem. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, it's your boy Son Pineapple, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.